We'll see if they can, stand head and shoulders above FlyQuest.
It's an interesting contrast, right? When you look at Liaz, he is one of the most experienced members in the whole server right now.
Oh, wait, I didn't think that was what was coming out of your mouth.
2019, Berlin, major semi-final.
Yeah. We'll burrow in as Alexi throws out CT. God Flash lined up. Wonderful to smoke coffins. Is there a commitment behind it? They're in no hurry, and nice to see Netic with a bit of discipline on that flashbang, but what's it going to achieve? Vexite doesn't have the health for this. A single Glock bullet will take him down. He drops off, gets spotted out. Nice shot from Netic. Puts Bit in the dirt. Drive by. Oh, Netic! Sensational sequence. Gets himself 3.
Call for 3. The bomb's picked up. Needs to go down. Time's a problem, Alex.
He didn't go down. Image completely flubbed that. Now from behind, CT will strike. He does take 1. Where's the trade? Regali swings in for it. Now the bomb went down. It's JL thrust into a 1 versus 2, and with ins low, this fast flank from JL looks set for success. All of that sharp shooting from Netic now. Regali considers that as an option. Misses his first opportunity. Gets off the bomb as well, does ins. JL playing the waiting game. Knows it's going to likely be that 10-second defuse. Swings through, calling the bluff. 10-second defuse held. Regali holds the line. FlyQuest take the pistol.
And you can understand why this kid's been picked up. He is a sharp shooter, and that's an under pressure moment. Keeping his cool for 3 crisp taps. One of the positives is FlyQuest have their most official reps on Inferno, and that's only 8 official maps in total, 3 of them being Inferno.
Okay.
So, also means that's the most tape available.
Yeah, I mean, Netic's been on the team for a month. 8 maps doesn't feel like a lot in officials. A month on the team. Boosted up by Liaz. This is always a bit of a jump scare for that typical apps progression, but it's Navi. There's likely going to be a flash for him, or does he do it dry? Gonna find out momentarily. Dry. But gets info, gets away. Bit there, perfect. Gets the info from his teammate. Trying to run down the booster, but Liaz does get away.
Have 2 smokes, 2 flashes, and a Molotov. So Navi are in a very strong position right now to convert the first rifle round.
Yeah, especially because Vexite's got nothing more than his M4 and a flash. Throws it out in panic. Tucks second orange. A nice kill. Removes Alexi B. Wonderful swing for the trade. Provides it.
JL's through, and Regali doesn't know about this.
They know of Regali, they will shortly. He's getting flanked, and just like that, the sight falls, the AWP's gone, and the round should be won. First gun round for Navi, and it's a convincing one.
Okay, well, that opening gambit, no ability to trade, Bit with a very nice shot, and then just executing simply. JL will pick up the AWP and remove another rifle. Ins will not be saving into round number 5, and that means we have to take stock of where the FlyQuest finances will be at. Ruins.
Oh, but you just feel like such a tip for Liaz and Netic as well. Just the fact that Imma gets that info safely, and the jig is up, right? You don't want to be caught dismantling and piecing out a boiler, so you stand your ground, but Bit's perfectly informed crosshair placement results in a untradeable opening.
So not what it was intended to do. Okay. 45 seconds. Bearing down on A. Regali and Liaz need multi-kills between them.
Yes, they do, Chad. Liaz on that pit side taking that first contact. You see this little pixel angle he's holding, and they knew it missed. Replenished it. Regali staying active. Liaz just needs that first one. The crouch peek from JL proves evasive enough. Regali, that's your duel. Oh, Alexi wins it out. Liaz only the 1. Flashed off of the line. Imed chases him down, and the round should be taking shape.
So Netic is the one who should play the furthest back, but they should still look for damage or upgrades. So Netic should try and retain the M4, but you're trying to get a couple of kills here if you can. Just try and limit Navi's economy.
Oh, a real opportunity, and it's going to be Netic trading.
Oh, JL's going to swoop in and remove both of these, isn't he?
There's a distraction from Imet, just spamming, keeping all attention drawn. Oh, Netic! Little premonition, and now Ains has got away with murder there. He's stolen the AWP and dips. Starting 3B.
Deep smoke, that's telling of a follow-through.
Netic swallows down the sandbags. They double nade him. Playtime cancelled, not even a chance. And now in the open, he just stands and bangs. Does Vexite. Oh, Ins needed more from one of them. JL got put on 2 HP as well.
Yeah, you just see the train of trading, right? First kill in favor of Navi, 1 back for FlyQuest, 1 back for Navi, 1 back for FlyQuest, and then Navi come out on top. There's no more defenders towards B, and it's going to be the same sorry state of affairs for FlyQuest to save the only option that makes sense in this scenario.
Welcome to Inferno.
What does Netic backwards say? I think one of the positives for FlyQuest when it comes to picking up Netic is they would have already had him on the radar because they would have been playing against Rooster.
I remember hearing his name from your mouth a long time ago where you were just kind of saying there's this new kid.
And then he got picked up to join Talon.
But we just prefer FIFA.
This might be direct onto A.
My goodness, you're right. I mean, it's postured to do. They use that fast top mid smoke. And XCB might be able to set himself up or set his apps players up for something. But the Regali Orb could disrupt the plan. But Bit's got these crazy pre-aims. No, he's just running. A leg shot converted. Liaz gets nothing more. But now they want to jump on that orb. Oh, good cover. Who's that? It's Inns with the double kill. However, Mac-10 jumps out. Alexi connects. It's just JL.
1v3, he can win this.
He certainly could. Regali down to 61. The util well placed, forcing that orb to smoke to extinguish and live. JL's cooking. Oh, certainly is now. Awkward, very awkward for Regali. He's a dead man. Walk in. JL crouches in and clutches up.
Finally, I got a clutch.
There it is. Finally, he got a clutch. It's JL who was the X factor for Navi throughout last year.
And JL very forward position, but he's not got
Very
any
forward.
backup. So this goes one of two ways. He either opens up on B. Oh, he's done it again. 2 HP again.
What?
Huh? He's got extra super soldier Kevlar.
Okay, well, trying to execute into B. 30 seconds. Here they come.
Giving it a good go. Can Vexite get vision and a kill? It's Alexi his challenge. Good supporting flash from Inns and Vexite profits. Double kill. More required. Wonderful kicks open. The bomb now loose on the floor. Inns
It's
last.
lurking.
Yeah, 15 seconds. Bit's very late on this lurk, and Inns has done so much work. Double kill. Transfers into the head of Wonderful and wins the round. Bit just a horrible feeling. Yeah, maybe Inns is going to turn around. He's just turning around now as they probe
Regali
short.
needs to get in the side.
Ooh, Liaz. Lots of work here. Regali, this is the orb. This is his moment, and he's missed it. Oh, and punished through the boxes. Imet and JL get the job done. Liaz in pit. Can't string together the double. Gets overrun by Bit, and with a second or two to spare, the bomb goes down on A.
They should save. I know they want to go for it, and they think any situation is winnable, but right now, 2,900 lost into the final round. If these two save, they can drop. Liaz by himself, and they're all good for one more competitive round. If they lose everything here, it's going to be a lot more touch and go.
Yeah, you're just not going to get your hands on that Regali orb, are you?
Yeah, so they're playing the long game right now. It's like that's the thing, is the in-game leader, you're trying to keep your finger on the pulse of the round right there. If Regali hits that first shot, he probably heats up and hits a bunch.
Yeah.
He was the carry factor yesterday that got them through to this match and eliminated VP.
Netic trying to get aggressive, and he succeeds. Puts their bullet into the head of JL. A man advantage for FlyQuest to find 5-7 scoreline on their defense.
They're still going to try and pop in at A quickly.
Yeah, Alexi's hit a great shot there onto Wins. No
Yeah, the balcony
contributions from
already.
their captain, Imet. Oh, too many. Liaz's a bit lazy on his hold.
Well, this time these two have to go for the round.
Just got caught out. They were already dropped into mini pit as well. Just an overwhelm from Navi. What I mean, an incendiary is not the nade you were hoping you'd have.
And they still have another molly, a flash, a HE. You ain't winning this one.
You really aren't. Navi looking to secure their 8th and end this half with a mammoth haul. Just Netic remaining, no time to win the round. And so Navi convincing on the first map of this series. Loser goes home. FlyQuest 4 to work with. Got Chatty B with me, who is hesitant. I, however, have some optimism. After seeing the pistol go their way, if they win both, Chad, they would have a better chance of winning. That's my
true.
optimism.
That is true. And there was spurts, right? We had a good Netic pistol. We had some multi-kills coming in from Vexite and Inns combination to win a rifle round. And that's about the highlights, as the odds definitely not favoring the Aussies in this one. Inns has the full bag of utility. Smoke flash. Oh, he's just dropped the smoke over. So a HE at the ready. This will land on the head of Wonderful. Oh, it does have Kevlar. Bang.
Okay, that softens him up, and the smoke will obfuscate. XCB's flash time well. Wonderful pushes through, doing the flashbang dance. Was Netic, but traded. Nice from Vexite, kept level, but JL, he's the difference maker. He gets 2 and gets away. Bomb to be planted. Bits arrive quite quickly. The spam actually did chip away at Regali, and he gets found by Bit. Good awareness, good shooting. It's up to Liaz. He's running out of bullets. Yeah, 8 versus the 3 targets. Gonna have to be quite precise here. Imet, talk about precision. Imet demonstrates. Quick headshot, job done, and the pistols split down the middle.
Will Bit fall foul to exactly that? He is tucked into bike for now. Didn't look happy with the throw on that smoke. No, it landed on the roof.
Yeah, he's whiffed it.
Need to get the nades in pit.
Here they come. Heavy, heavy from Bit. Oh, he still gets one miraculous, but now Wonderful. Oh, he needed both of them there. And most of the rounds they have been. This time Wonderful kept humble. Just the one, and JL arriving
Not
quick.
a great spot for Inns.
Still makes it work though. Headshot from the Tech 9. Oh, and the Flames. Alexi goes down as well. FlyQuest with a force by victory. Can they scavenge anything good? Yes, a FAMAS and an M4.
Inns couldn't move there. The molly that he threw in towards Boiler starts to singe his toes, so he couldn't run and pick up JL's gun. I said not a great spot because if he gets isolated, there's no trade potential, but he just gets... So what could have become a 2-round game now blows out to a 4-round game into a 4-spy where you lose this, you can have no money, and Navi are in a perfect position to close down map number 1 into home turf Mirage.
Still looking for Regali to arrive, and he has pulled out his signature rifle. T-side Inferno, not typically where you see Orpers get the best out of it, but information on a jump spot.
Well, let's hope that this isn't a typical round for FlyQuest. He's going to have to insert his will.
What?
What did he see? Anything?
I can't have seen much. That's just
and you got the
muscle
flash
memory,
icon as well.
Blind through a smoke.
Sparky's yet to come. There's no power in the house.
But we got the TV though, maybe. Hey, let's find
We're
out.
watching on a milk crate.
Let's go Regali. Posts up. Moto jiggle from Wonderful will equalize. Okay, well, first casualty for Navi. Pressure onto Imet and Bit. Alexi B even starting to scarper back towards CT spawn.
What's the timer on this top banana smoke? That's the big question. Alexi has been able to dip to spawn and
Fading
now returning. Jo and Alexi to defend the honor. A molly and a flash for Alexi. Here they come.
How can they handle this? Inns gets across pull. JL still needs to be flushed out. They're not looking. They're assuming it's clear. Enough of a distraction, I guess, but there's the trade back.
9
Regardless,
seconds.
feeds another. Trying to disrupt that plant. Liaz gets away with it.
Two up
Extends
banana.
play. Clock extended.
Ima has a flash to try and enable Alexi on the way in. Vexite needs one of the two.
He's in the smoke. Here's the steps. Knows two coming from Banana. Tries to catch that timing, held by Bit. Messy from Vexite falls more onto Regali and Liaz. He's already got two. Can Regali find them another? A bailout third. Yes, he can. And in combination with Liaz, that 7th round is theirs. Bit. 7 bullets. How has he done that? He's got 3 left. There's no time for this. He'll back away. Makes it as costly as he can. Liaz taken down as well for more financial havoc. But Bit, despite his sharp shooting, Navi will concede.
That's the Romanian wrecking crew right there. They're cheap but effective. They get the job done. So the AWP for Regali makes a statement, but loses it. Will not get an opportunity to wield it again unless...
At least this one's got a bit more bite to it. By that I mean the nades. Not necessarily the weaponry. Still going to be entirely a pistol complexion. Wonderful on the other side of things, flexing his brand new Prince stream. Going to be a 3-man start. There's a lot of faith Navi put in their 2-man B defense. It's going to be Alexi and JL who are going to have to potentially pass this test of a pacey, poppy Tech 9 into B.
Bit of peppering from Alexi. Won't find anything for now. Drops out a defensive half-wall smoke, so now they're going to use that as an invitation to start waltzing up Banana. Regali will change his plan. So the group of 5 now hovering around T-stairs and base of Banana.
Util sailing in. It's going to test their exec and protocols. You go through the smoke. Alexi B peeks out. The flash is good. Well timed. It was JL timed it to perfection. Alexi gets 2, and then JL chips in with the same. Oh, Liaz left alone. No teammates and no hope as it's all up to him. Sure, an ace clutch would be nice, but how realistic is it? CT smoke not got long left, and Im is already pushed up. Oh, he gets the info safely, but there's Im. Precision and convincing on Inferno. FlyQuest, best hope, best bet. Mirage, such an uncertainty. And that's Navi's turf, and that's Navi's map up next. We did see a split pistols as well, so we'll see if FlyQuest can keep that part of the game competitive.
Just something that's curious right now, this is Navi's map choice, and they are opting to start on the T side. That's FlyQuest.
Wow, you see that from Netic.
Yeah, we'll get one more.
Good start.
It's double trouble on the pistol. Connect to smoke, window smoke. Forced to block on B, flash out, Palace, and they're in.
Okay, access to the site granted. Netic has hit another one. Removes JL. He's under a lot of scrutiny from Wonderful, but stays tucked and will have a fair fight. Alexi B, with that incendiary, he's going to be trapped. They've got the rotation cut off, going through this death hole, murder hole. I mean, it is Named that for a reason. Wonderful relieves some of the pressure, and now in the window. Okay, nice adjustment. Vexite shoots hard. He leaves with a pair of frags on the Glock as well.
A bit scooshed. Look,
Well, fake goosh.
yeah.
A foosh. Oh.
He ain't winning
Yeah,
this.
I know, but it is scary when you know how good he can shoot. But there you go, FlyQuest, another pistol.
Okay, well, likely having to deal with another Navi 4 spy.
Team nade break for the fight up top mid. Results in the death of Inns. Alexi B joining Wonderful here on site. They're in the right place, Chad.
Yeah, but look where the bomb is.
Oh, gosh, Liaz. The most static he could have been for that AWP.
Doesn't get easier than that for Wonderful. And now the round should be completely reset. Netic dropping all the way back to pick up the bomb. Vexite has peppered some damage down onto... Oh, see you later, Alligator. Okay. Well, that's a step back in. A 5v3 goes 4v3.
Mind controlled, staring at the nade. Sure, you're throwing your exec. Alexi continues to start his crawl. And there's the first aggress. Bit active, flashed in by IEM. Stays on the ramp fight as well. Bit does close out the round.
Alexi not needed, huh?
Yeah, he'll get one. Wasn't in vain. Blade satisfied with what he's seeing.
Into A ramp was smoked, fading now.
Oh, ooh, comes down to what? A fraction, 11 HP. Oh, you
no!
fumbled your movement.
He caught the noise.
Oh, Netic, that's a misplay, and it's cost him greatly. He had the element of surprise, squanders it with his movement.
Where was Liaz looking?
A couple of times we've wondered that on Mirage so far.
Might have to be the save, boys. I don't think you win this one now. Get on out of there, hightail it. I love these little combos from Navi.
Right, the nade break.
And it's just so jarring. Like, that's what a CS2 has enabled. I know there's a lot of critique about certain elements of the game, but the smokes have been by far the best and biggest addition to the way the game is approached. Just adds another level of, I'm going to say this word wrong, dynamicism. Is that a real word?
Yeah, we did.
It
doesn't feel like a real word, I agree.
You wouldn't have any util to try and help facilitate whatever moves that Cast would have discussed in the previous. Well, now we're back underway. 4-4, the scores on the door. FlyQuest really need to put a stop to this run, and now would be the perfect time. Window smoke, con smoke. Flashes out mid, trying to brave and fight for control this time round. JL.
He's pushing, swinging, losing his duel. Opening kill. Yeah,
There's
completely
no support
unassisted,
available.
which is rare. You know, you've talked about the synergy of Navi's opening gambits, and that's a resuscitation of hope. JL spams. Yeah, I mean, a little unfortunate. Inns has him down to just, what, 10 points of health. Couldn't finish off the job. I think that's a valuable kill from Bit, but he doesn't actually convert it. And neither does Wonderful. Awkward now. He stays stubborn, flashes himself up. Regali needed that. Gets the kill onto Alexi. B is wide open, but they're committing up the ramp. JL and Wonderful are both on A. Can you pivot back? You've got plenty of time. That's an important kill from Regali. A second contribution from the AK-47 of the Romanian.
If Regali gets in window, he can completely negate this rotation.
Yeah. But he doesn't also want to die to this kind of scoped up clear from Wonderful.
Yeah,
so
Liaz is on 3 HP.
How does this work? I mean, Regali's playing his life, which is important, but it does mean he has to warn him market could be occupied.
And he has a kit too. It's planning for short.
He has a molly. Regali has a molly. So
yeah, but it's planning for short.
Don't die, Liaz. He really cannot afford to die. He's confirming he's on the site. He's on the site. Regali starts to flank. Liaz really needs to live. And Wonderful closing that gap. Timing peak from Liaz. He's not playing scared. Doesn't shy away from the engagement. Picks his moment and profits. A 5th for FlyQuest. Keeping my eye on Netic as he's taking his first spawn straight towards the B side of the map.
They're going to do a B pop then. Has to be.
Yeah, you'd think so.
This better have all the bells and whistles.
He's heard Wonderful short. Lexi B.
He's going.
He's flashing and going. Here we go. Mac 10 commits. Spots out the AWP short. Keeps accelerating, turning up the pace, but that's good tracking from Wonderful. Netic pulls the AWP's attention. In the meantime, Regali finds one. Need it! Oh no! A mess. A horrible half from Inns. Can't seem to finish his meal. Every single time he takes a bite, but cannot finish. Bomb goes down. Imet is on the site. Oh gosh, and Wonderful too. This is looking awkward for FlyQuest. They're boxed in 2v4.
Need a play.
What can you do, Vexite? Too many angles and too many players. There's just a flood of them. Maybe Regali's AWP. 2 bullets short, but he's making good use of them. So far, held by Wonderful. Valid attempt, triple kill out of Regali. It's insufficient for a 6th. This game is just to play another best of 3 today. and Navi want to make it as quick and efficient as possible in order to catch a moment's break before they face the winner of Liquid Mibba.
FlyQuest is stacking 4 on the pistol round over towards B. Netic Liaz worrying about the B push.
I love a
Vexite
kit smoke
Regali
purchase.
fighting out short, but it's Ins on A who has company.
That's a clean click. Gets his. Knows where 2 more are as well. Bomb spotted. The rotations can take shape. Imma is late. Coming in from underpass. Will Vexite overlook that potential? Seems likely that Imma will have a good flank here. How many does he get? Does he practice and exercise some trigger discipline here? He doesn't. He just immediately eliminates him. Liaz will react. Need another good find from Liaz. Bomb not planted. Frags are coming in, but watch out. It's Bit. And we know he hits hard. Regali actually has Alexi in his sights in a moment. Needs to track him. Does so on the 3rd click. And now Bit to fall. An important pistol. Both pistols on Mirage. Does that give the Aussies hope?
Narrative, it's a shame that the changes happen so well. It's great they qualified for the major, right?
Yes,
They'll get an opportunity, and this is a growing period for them. But this to be a home event, right? They're not at the point right now where they were a lock-in for anybody.
Oh my God,
Vexite.
Hands on the keyboard, please. JL's clearing you, and he hits a flick. In there to trade.
Beautiful.
Oh, he's controlled it nicely. The extra bullets paying dividends there for Vexite's defense on Sandwich. Navi, first gunny, and not winning it? That's a little exception to the rule.
Could be entrenched in the back line. Netic playing forward for info and gets all of that and the kill. Well done. Important frag for Netic. Up to 13 now.
And now, not only that, you've spotted the bomb. Don't know how active Netic's going to play this, because information is power. That molly will force him out.
Oh, dear.
Oh, he can shoot!
Yeah, he can. This guy and the little grimace on... Not grimace, grin.
Smirk, yeah.
Yeah, on his face right there.
He has all the time. Oh, no. Oh, you can't lose to Tech9s. You can't. Liaz biting through his fingernails. He knows he may have given it up, especially if Vexite can't hold on. He's done very well for 2, but there's Wonderful, there's Bit, and now it's awkward. Oh, it's all up to Regali. Can the Romanians save the Aussies? Nade not going to find his mark. It's Wonderful, very low HP, goes playing for info.
Alexi pushing. Alexi's got him.
He's got him booked. He's got him booked. Regali dead, and they fumble. Disastrous for FlyQuest. I didn't want to see it written down. I didn't want to see that reality for them.
And then have a whole lot of your own to work with late. We've still got a bunch of smokes, mollies, flashes, HE. So Navi, just by sitting with a little bit of map control top mid, Imma working through underpass. Got a minute 10 left on the clock, and you have everything you need. Fight on B. As Liaz walks into JL.
That's back-to-back deaths for Liaz. For JL, wasn't expecting an AWPer. So quick equalizing frag from Regali. He's already got a couple. This is the biggest ask yet. Hasn't been Molotov'd out of bench. Okay, will they overlook this position? No, they won't, because Immet from Market does contribute, spots him out, and Bit will finish. Brutal. The 9th for Navi secured.
All right, lost bonus 1900 into the next. I may even send 1 or 2 players out to hunt if I'm Alexi.
You know, even when it wasn't as competitive, they would have these opportunities. They would win these rounds that, you know, that really gave us that little feeling of like, oh, okay, hang on, we've got a game.
The players who have extra money will be able to buy, but the others won't. So it might have to be saves if you lose a site early. You need consecutive rounds, and we're getting deep into the second map.
This movement from Vexite will be early on short. And Netic unloads his mag, but the first bullet finds the head of Alexi. Some good internal timings there.
Posturing to make this look like a default.
Regali here as well.
Yeah, he just rotated away. He just rotated away.
They've deceived him nicely. He does have the angle. Spots the shoulder, takes the head. JL removed. 2-man advantage, and the bomb on Bit alone. Wonderful and Imer trying to get towards their teammate, but it costs them greatly. A good catch from Vexite. His frag's coming in pairs a lot at the moment, and Bit can't even get his boots on the ground before Liaz takes him down.
Looks like they're going to throw another wave of utility through middle to help liberate the movements of Imma and Alexi, and then turn this into an A split if possible.
Ooh, confirmation of Palace presence. The incendiary licks Bit.
Liaz is rotating. Vexite just called B apps. Cleared it, sorry.
Okay, so they will have the bodies here to defend. Wonderful has bomb. Going to be throwing out the nades for JL and Bit. First strike. Here comes Navi. Alexi slinks through the smoke. A lot of pressure. JL gets leg shot. It's Netic that draws blood again in the opener. And it's a flood of frags for FlyQuest. Nothing for Navi. Wonderful, the last to fall. 5 alive. The boys 2 away from a third.
Okay, they would force this into Ancient. They're playing very site-centric, so they're going to play retake A. They're trying to batten down the hatches to B where it's been abused, but it will be this A side.
And that is Netic spotted, cornered. Bits, AK shows presence, a spam, Brave. Could cost Inz his life though, he's crouching on the ticket, getting run out by the Tech-9s. They want that advantage, they want that opening kill, and he's got no bullets, he's got no vision, and it's gonna be up to Liaz to find more than one. Alexi somehow gets two. Quick response! Vexite mows them down. A double kill, Netic chips in as well. And Bit left alone, trying to come up clutch. It's Netic again with impact, up to 21 frags for the young New Zealander. Valuable asset to the team if he can call Biabs clear. All this mid-util surging, nice nade, wow, thrown out from Inz. Bit goes looking, but there's Vexite, Joker indeed, but it's Navi, they're not laughing. Double kill from Vexite from the sandwich position once more. Ime already swallowed the nade, now help led from Netic's AK. It looks good for 3. Ancient, just 2 kills away for FlyQuest to take this map, make Navi sweat. Wonderful and Alexi side by side to try and extend play on Mirage. Bomb on the back of the sniper. He's going to assume Vexite's not moved. Oh no, Vexite's going to do it all for the boys. Alexi can't hold on, and we go the distance. Not willing to surrender, not willing to go down, bow out in a 2-0. This is a pursuit of a playoffs on home soil. It's a long journey, and it's only just beginning. Ancient locked in. Sorted, and now we're going to find out who of these two teams is going home right here and now at the conclusion of Ancient. A third map, the Aussies securing Mirage. It used to be their perma, and now they're beating teams like Navi.
That was Yanko's sentiment. He didn't get a chance to do a segment, but wanted to push that through. That's a new level of disappointment for Navi.
Oh, right. Okay, that's a different framing. Yeah, fair.
He was hoping that Blade would bend them over his knee and give them a spanking.
Okay.
That might be just Yanko's fantasy.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Never floats his boat.
Navi won the knife, selected to start on the CT side, and right now, FlyQuest are executing into B. JL alongside 2 in cave to swoop on out.
Yeah, Imez, Gilberetta's looking to soften up Liaz. He's got no Kev as well, just gets worn down. Which gives them extra space, but it also gives extra spam for the CTs. They're going to try walking through this Netic. Oh, his back is turned, and Alexi sneaks on through. Oh, he spins around. Necessary headshot found. Now into the 2v2. Regali, he weathers it. Gets the headshot required, and a goosh already. Bits low. 3 HP, a single bullet from either of them, and they get it done. FlyQuest keep the wins flowing.
JL to take pot shots. Rotation on the way.
And they're in. Still, don't forget that extra man advantage, and I'm looking for the kit.
There isn't one, but bombs yet to be planted. Everybody responding to this now. They have flashes, they have smokes. You get a smoke towards cave, one towards top ramp.
Okay, here we go. Navi retake simulator.
This is going to be a cluster truck.
It is. Smoke cave indeed, lined up. That will limit Bit Inz's contributions. Bit, however, not limited whatsoever. That AK-47 used and utilized correctly. Oh, it's horrible for the FlyQuest boys. It's Bit with the triple. Regali trying to just get away with his rifle, accepts defeat, concedes as the 10-second of fuse comes through. They'll have something into that round thanks to the Regali save, but Blade satisfied with what he's seen. Quite the opposite and the contrary for FlyQuest.
Backside. What on earth has just happened?
Can't explain that one. Oh, Bit. Okay, extinguished, but that rifle is retrievable.
I'd still head into cave, right?
Oh, he's got it. Wow, fair play. Like, that was a stressful... Is he lost, or is he going for it? Yeah, he threw his AK in
so he's lost.
into cave. He's lost.
He's looking at the ground.
He's got it. He's got it. There it is. Is that what we call them?
That's what they're called now. If you drop to the lower bracket in this format, you have to play 2 best-of-3s on the last day to get the last spot in your group. It's only 6 teams.
And one thing that I guess, you know, may become a conversation is that by losing Mirage, Navi are going to be even more exhausted coming into the next best of 3
right.
if
They're
they
going to
win.
expend more energy. They're only 5 minutes away from the hotel, but still, you have to play a whole nother series. And Liquid are currently in a position where they might be getting it done quick in there.
I want to hear you. Smoke on red. Okay. This battle for middle, it looks like they're going to concede it or flash out and go. Yeah, there's 3 players trying to fight for it, but trading flashes. Liaz sets Netic up to go on the wall. And not ready for Alexi, just swings on out. Smoke and go.
Not getting the contribution from your Heaven players because they were isolated by this smoke. So Netic still braving it off of Liaz's flashes, but Alexi with a very important opener. You have Netic working mid and you have Vexite working towards Heaven. That's how the rifle distribution goes with FlyQuest. And I'm basing that off of one map of play. Right now, he's selling a fake on B as Vexite.
Okay, well, that's going to keep boots planted. In their
But Alexi sees nothing lane.
Yeah, and they've gotten across his sight line. He actually has no info. Oh, there we go. Wonderful was ready. Does remove ins from CT. Regali needs to hold the rotations, but they need to get into A.
Vexite's on B.
Regali gets 2. They're going B. 13. Knife out Liaz. Alexi B racing them.
I think
He's going around.
Get out of my way.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
5, 4. No time.
Consolation prize. He gets a kill on Alexi.
Another slappy.
Bruv, 1 second away. We're going to go head-to-head. Alexi's back in his aim here. Spots out 2. Gets away.
Vexite keeps looking for the challenge, and now they're out middle. So this time they make sure they have Heaven presence.
Right.
Regali going to search through Cave. We'll have an AWP head-to-head.
Wonderful holding. Regali quicker on the trigger. Wonderful doesn't even pull. Goes straight down, and they know Alexi was here too, so Vexite's going to hard clear him. Or not, actually. I think that smoke may have kind of got into his head a bit.
Well, you know there's 2 on B, right? Because one player threw that smoke and Alexi gets the kill.
Right.
Little bits hedging back.
Bomb loose. Gets the bomb down. 35, Liaz. Oh, he gets the timing? No. Oh, yes, he does. Gave him the sound cue, but Netic's miraculous double with the Mac-10. It's put JL into a 1 versus 2 that he doesn't even look like he's going to make a play for. Backs away with his knife out, but turns tail. Here's Netic going in for that plant and cover from Liaz. Oh, he really gave it to him. And Netic, just as quick as Regali. 3 from Netic. Starts with a Mac-10, ends with a necessary kill for 2.
Okay, that's a nice round to win. So FlyQuest is showing that they can dig deep and win rounds without the full rifles. Very well done. But yeah, Netic has had some good moments on the AWP. They're popping up mid into this.
Yeah, you've got to get past bits, and IM accelerating into Vexite, clears out lane. Oh, it exposed. They line up, but Netic has saved them. Hang on, IM more. A double kill from both fronts. Spins around to contribute another.
Liaz might feel like he got hung out to dry there. More than enough to deal with this on A.
Got the bodies here, and they've heard them coming. Boost over. Netic's got the... it's going to make that AK irretrievable. Maybe it drops on his head. It does. Okay, so Inns will at least get that AK-47. But a 2 versus 4, I mean, that's a very, very slight silver lining.
No secret of the A main presence. They haven't dropped back.
Yeah, okay. Wonderful and JL double donut with no smoke on it yet. There is one for Inns, though. If Regali gets 1... Oh, the second asking too much, apparently. Hang on, though. Inns is still in it to win it. Comes down to the 1v1. Captain v Captain. Inns versus Alexi. Uses that smoke to get the bomb down. Can just sneak away. CT takes the gamble. And it's right. He pays off. This would be huge for Inns. This would be the clutch. This is the clutch to keep Ancient as a proper conversation. He hears Alexi. Did he spot it? The mechanical brilliance. First bullet finds Alexi's head, and it's a 3rd for FlyQuest. They've broken the money. Navi humbled.
2 rounds back-to-back that FlyQuest are able to snatch away, and Inns, we've been waiting for his moment. Look at Blade. He cannot believe it.
2v4.
And a positive sign for FlyQuest. We haven't been able to say this too much, but they've actually got residual cash for another buy if they do have a footfall.
Yeah, I never thought I'd hear you say that during this series. In fact, that might be the first time. Oh, that's some good lane util. That HE lands square on the jaw. In there. Finishes off the job. Solid HEs. Wow. Destructive from Navi. Their utility working wonders.
What is this?
Ins. Oh, actually wins it. A second is crazy to ask of him, but JL gets put low. And now Netic with his sharp shooting removes Donut. We've got a real conversation about round 10 now.
Started so good. 3 kills with nades, walking through smokes. Now a 3v3, and they start bearing down on A. It's just bit here.
Oh, Netic. Ooh, okay, gets the info. FAMAS on A.
Good decision from Netic not to commit, right? They have so much time. Liaz could have committed back towards A, and they've got... He's just tickled bit through the smoke. Bit might push through this.
The audacity.
He has. He's through.
Oh, Netic's going to be punching the air.
Well, JL's low, Inns is 2.
Yeah, I can't write him out of this. Bit's given Navi, you know, a leg up.
The biggest issue I see is even if they get onto the site, it's the utility that Wonderful has. You can only make it behind the pillar and he can molly you, and that's if he doesn't shoot you first. JL's here as well. So it's a 2v2 on B for now.
And the short smoke gives them a heads up. JL will swing, Wonderful to trade. Gets his ding,
JL.
Wonderful, the unknown entity. Should be set for success here. Has that HE, goes for the incendiary instead. Liaz, will you get the code in? Does get the bomb down. That's something. Can Inns finish the job? One clutch already from their captain. But he can shoot, and he can shoot hard. Will he find another 4K? Turns away from the nade, gets away with 28 points of health, and then Molotov, well-timed, forces a decision out a bit. He has to respect the flames. They have the kit, and they have the flash. Wonderful could set them up for this duel, but Inns anti, tucked and ready. Is he going around the world? Has he got enough time? Have they taken too much time that he could be ramp as well? They can't find him. Bides his time, thinking ramp. Right on time. If he could just spam him on the defuse, he has to spam it. He has to spam it. He's the wrong player. He gets away with that one. Cheeky from Bit. Inns can't believe it. Understandable assumption he's made there. Playing this.
Util's in the air. A executes coming. Delayed now.
Incendiary will block. Donut smoke lands. Wonderful tucks in. Another supportive piece of util from Imme to block and main. That's going to be a really stifling. You flash and go. Vexite brave. He's delivered the first. Liaz contributes in a second. Chips into the A site now. Bit trying to thwart them. Pushes straight through that CT smoke. Dips down. Throws out his HE. He could be dunked on here. Fourth wide. Vexite another. He got the entry. And he's doubled his kill total. Ouch, down to 9. HE from JL does connect.
They call a pause. Donut smoke fades. Vexite up to bat.
Gets up across the line. Lexi not active on it.
They're going to play through. Likely push into CT. You got to open up your angles. Are they coming back to fight Donut together? Regali has to take the CT line with the
Be
AWP.
a double. Okay, you confirm JL's presence in CT. He's worried about that temple wrap as well. You've taken enough time. The JL is paranoid. In's not going to be sticking with Vexite, so isolates the duel as Alexi. Up on the line.
Oh, the flash.
13 seconds. Alexi gets another. He's done a lot of work from that donut position. There's just no time for this. JL saves them. Whoa, right down to the wire. Every round intense.
Final round, third map, first half. Everything to play for.
Incredibly competitive scoreline. Everyone with compromises on both sides. FlyQuest worse for wear. Out mid and uncontested in mid. It's just Imed jiggling with a smoke in hand.
Flubbed it. That's for Donut.
The donut smoke. Yeah, oops.
Yeah, that's just going to be in the middle of nowhere. So if you want to try and pressure across towards red, you might have to burn Inz's smoke, but he's over towards the B doors. Nope, they've got another. Don't you worry about that.
Running and gunning. Tech 9 down. Wonderful delivers.
Would have loved that smoke.
Certainly would have. And it's all up to Vexite and Co. 2 in CT with bomb. In's the exception, trying to find a way back into Donut. Knows him was here, and all the timing on his regress. Inz is a dead man walking. Teammates try and bail him out. Vexite will get him, but Inz's shadow reveals his position. And ooh, the pre-fire puts Alexi low. Softened up for Vexite to go huge. Can't do it. 7 for Navi, 5 for FlyQuest. It's workable for either side. This pistol will hold a lot of weight. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Pistol, which has been FlyQuest's secret weapon right now, Chad. They've been winning, what, the majority of the pistols so far?
They're looking for 5 out of 6, and a little bit of confusion in spawn from Navi, just leaving there, though. I think they were juggling pistols, get the P250 in the hands of Wonderful, so it does mean they're a little bit late out of spawn. Not going to cost them at all, but yeah, you're right. So this is to be 5 out of 6. It's over towards Donut, Regali, Temple, and 3 on B. So that's the setup they've gone for early, but Navi have so much space.
Looks like if they were to kill Donut, Alexi had the CT smoke. Now you're blocked, change of plans.
That means...
look how focused they are on this.
Well, Wonderful's mollying this as well.
They're abandoning B. They're in B.
And they're in for free.
Oh, okay, at least they spotted the bomb cross, and Netic gets across. Has a HE, could use that perhaps a little later on. Liaz with the kit, there it is. Does chunk on Alexi on the plant. 5 versus 5 retake. Imme not only spotted, but down. An important kill from Regali. It's Bit back, and he stabilizes for another. Double kill from Bit. No Kevlar, no problem. 3 kills, he's so precise. And he gets himself up to 11 and gets Navi up to 8. Shouldn't be anything here for Regali. Gonna get hunted down by Bit. He can't leave. He gets greedy, understandably.
Oh, okay, there is a kid.
Wait, yeah, where's Liaz's body? Must be long side. Finds it, scoops it up, but no time for this. Yeah, 2 mines. You can see he's in 2 mines, like damage, or you get nothing. They should lose their Kev, right? Oh, neither of them had any. Doesn't even matter.
Oh, what did Bit say? Maybe we get that in the
He's
replay.
hyped. Yes, sorry, I talked over that.
I think it was a little jab at Regali there.
Okay.
Winner of this, which is looking like Navi, will have the opportunity to take on Team Liquid, for which will be the final spot for the playoffs of IEM Melbourne.
Okay. Late util to be punished here by Alexi.
So
He's
much
already
pressure
in Jag.
already. Yeah, you had to do that if you were Vexite. And you might still feel like you're still pinned as a nade dropped at his feet. 4 players over towards B lane for Navi. Could set up for a B execute. Immer's just the late piece through elbow. Inz and Liaz in donut. Netic jump spotting red. Vexite giving up cave now. Regali's AWP. So they don't have any space. I feel like you might have to make a move if you're FlyQuest. And as I say that, they start to, pushing through the donut smoke.
Up B, pinstering in. Vexite and Regali under a whole lot of scrutiny. Vexite just straight into the crosshair. Wonderful. Looking a bit too easy. Regali, however, does recover. Finds Bit on ramp. They know there's another up there. Still focusing his attention on that cave side. HE will do damage. Incendiary the same, but they're ahead. They're in. Swinging into Netic potentially. Alexi B biding his time. Is there a flashbang? There is on Wonderful. Oh, he uses the AK instead. Triple from Wonderful on the rifle, and he gets the bomb down. Team player.
Game over.
Certainly has that flavor to it.
Has he at least bought a buffer for other individuals to start activating? A multi-kill hero there, you piece these rounds together. Or is Navi just going to close things down right here, right now?
Extinguished lane, audible. And Netic not playing scared. A lot of damage onto Alexi, and he keeps on pushing. What is this? What is this chaos? He's done more damage. Alexi and Wonderful hanging on by a thread, and he lives. The boy who lived. Netic, that is magical. How's he gone out cave, round the world? And Inz will finish what he started. Hang on, Immer, late elbow keeps us level.
And it feels like it will be the B finish. Netic's going to push for info. Might get caught on the timing here.
Immer's holding for him. Wonderful.
Legged.
Ooh, leg shot. That's lucky for Netic. More contributions, but as he backs away, a necessary trade. They're advancing ahead of it. Bit knife out and back turned. Liaz will convert, and FlyQuest survive the night. Back-to-back rounds converted, but the margin for error is 0. You're right. He's so focused on Donut. Main can finish him off. Is he even going to consider that as an option? Dead. He's a dead man. Scoping, checking, down to Wonderful. Oh no! It looks like it's the end for FlyQuest. Their pursuit of playoffs in front of a home crowd cut down. Unless Vexite and Netic, with nothing more than 24 points of health, no hope in this one, could turn and do the impossible. It seems like Navi have done enough to meet Liquid in that battle, that best of 3 for playoffs. A lower bracket run demanded of Navi, and first they quash the domestic heroes of FlyQuest. Netic, good signs of life from the Kiwi, but not going to be his day, not going to be his game. Time against them. Navi ready. Navi playing it to perfection. There's nothing he can do. Helpless as this final round's going to be converted. He just doesn't have the time. A valiant attempt. Navi know it's theirs. And FlyQuest eliminated from the Intel Extreme Masters Melbourne.
Well, Navi, after the collapse yesterday, they needed to come in with a strong showing today. It started well on their opponent's map pick of Inferno, but another mess on Mirage. That's something they're going to have to take a look at. They've got a couple of hours now before they do take on Team Liquid, but they were dominant here on Ancient. And Navi, they're not out of the running just yet. They've come a long way. They would love to step into that arena.